Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paige Campbell Show, episode 20. 20. This is the big one.
See,
20 episodes. See, nice. Alongside me today, Noah Clarke.
Hey.
You know him. He's on every episode. How you doing, Noah?
Not bad.
Not bad? Right.
Pretty good.
I couldn't think of a tagline for 20. You got anything for me?
Not really.
I feel like 20 is a sucky age, you know? Because it's like between, I guess you go to college 18, right? So 19, you've been in college for a while. And 20, you're just kind of in the midst of things. 21's the drinking
roaring
age.
20s.
What?
The roaring 20s.
The roaring 20, that's true. See, what's ironic is, right, 21's the drinking age.
That's true.
But then the roaring 20s, they were getting rid of alcohol.
That's also true.
Prohibition. Which didn't work. What?
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
We found our ways around it.
Yeah.
Speakeasies.
Speakeasies. They should still have speakeasies.
That'd be cool.
I mean, now it's
like legal, but
we're still in the
feel like
prohibition,
it's
but
not
with
legal.
marijuana now.
That's true.
Because it's
We could have marijuana speakeasies.
yeah, there are, I guess.
Maybe.
I
Like
mean, no,
guys'
but-
basements.
Guys, yeah, meth labs,
Yeah.
huffing paint.
Garages.
Yeah. What do you think? How do you feel about huffing paint?
I feel like it's probably not safe.
It's not a good idea. Don't do drugs. It's not a good idea.
It's not.
I mean, there are things like obviously like marijuana is not like a crazy drug. I guess it's a gateway drug, right? It's not too crazy.
That's what they
though.
say.
It just just kind of makes you relax, right?
Yeah.
So marijuana, okay, I guess that should be legal. Definitely not like huffing paint.
Well,
Huffing paint should not be legal.
Interestingly
There's no redeeming
enough,
factor.
I read a chart the other day online
Okay.
that had it was basically debunking the common idea that natural is better than synthetic or whatever. You know, people always say that it's safer
Right, 'cause it's
to
like
do
a
natural
plant.
drugs or whatever. But there was like a chart that had I think it listed them by how safe they are and how like the type of kind of amount of dependence you gain from doing them or something.
Right.
And alcohol was obviously like pretty high up there as far as dangerous to you.
Right.
Surprisingly, LSD was at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, at the bottom of risk.
Yeah.
Really?
I guess it was one of the safest.
Hmm.
And then shrooms was up there.
I mean, what do
towards
they mean by safe? Like body wise, like it won't kill you, but it'll absolutely destroy your brain. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's kind of what they were saying was it's not quite as bad. It doesn't make you go insane or anything.
Really.
I mean, there are cases where it can, but you have to have pre-existing.
Where were bath salts on the list?
Bath salts were probably pretty high. I don't remember.
So alcohol was higher than like what? Higher than LSD?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
As far as danger to your body and to your.
I mean, you know what I don't get about drugs? Here's the thing about like how do people figure it out? Like smoking in general, like how did people figure out we're gonna wrap this up, like light it on fire and put it in our mouths?
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But then like cocaine is like literally they find this really obscure plant in the middle of nowhere, and then you have to like burn it and like mix it with gasoline and then snort it. Who figured that out?
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
pretty crazy.
Like, it doesn't even make any sense.
Heroin really kind of doesn't either because it's like extracted from poppy seeds.
Yeah.
It's like who figured out. First of all, who figured out that poppy seeds would go great on a muffin?
Bro, that's true.
Second of all, who decided to extract the juices from them and mainline them into your arm?
I guess anything could really be a drug, honestly.
This one is harm caused by drugs. It's a bar graft.
Oh, okay. You found the
Alcohol, harm to others. It has harm to others and harm to user. Alcohol is at the top. It has the highest harm rate or whatever.
Doesn't surprise me. Alcohol is actually a pretty bad one. Like people always talk about how bad like other ones are, but alcohol actually is
Yeah.
I feel like
Heroin and crack cocaine are about the same.
right. Are they higher or lower than alcohol?
Lower, just by a little bit.
Really?
Tobacco's kind of high.
Higher? Wait, how is heroin and crack? Is this like physical harm?
I don't know.
Because that's
It just says harm caused by drugs. Well, it's harm to users and harm to others.
A harm to others would make sense.
Yeah.
But even like heroin.
And then LSD is like at the bottom, and so is mushrooms.
Shrooms.
I thought shrooms were more dangerous. This one has LSD at very low
Okay.
and heroin very high.
All right.
And then caffeine is higher than LSD.
Yeah, I mean, caffeine is probably the most abused drug. You know, a lot of people don't even realize it's a drug.
That's
But
true.
caffeine certainly is a drug, and I don't mind it. So when people say don't do drugs, I mean, caffeine, I guess, is included. You shouldn't do caffeine.
Don't do caffeine, kids. I don't know.
Kids should never have any Coke or anything.
I don't think caffeine can be terribly dangerous.
I don't think it's addictive. But,
Apparently.
well, I think it is minorly addictive, I guess.
I would say so.
Because if you like drink a lot of it, or like use a lot of caffeine, and then you don't use it, you do crave it.
That's true.
You know
And
what I mean?
I mean,
Honestly, anything's addictive. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just because like if
Anything that exists in America. pretty
anything
much.
that exists in general, right? Because like if you use it too much and then don't use it, you're gonna want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
anything. So, you know, you can't. It's hard to say that like one drug is definitely addictive. You
I've
know
heard
what I
that bacon is more addictive than cocaine.
mean? Really?
Have you heard that?
No.
I believe it because have you had bacon?
Yeah, bacon's good.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a pig do cocaine.
I would like to see that.
See, like if a pig did a ton of cocaine and then you ate his bacon, you'd be craving that bacon.
Delicious bacon.
We haven't recorded a show in a while.
It's been a while.
What have you been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Pretty much
It's
nothing.
exciting. There's been a little news, I guess. Not much. I haven't been up to much.
What was the last? See, we recorded after Smash Bros. Came out.
Smash 3DS, right?
I've done
Smash
that.
Wii U
Smash Wii U is coming out.
next Friday.
There's
We're
news
very
about that.
excited. Yeah, there's
that
news
we haven't
about
talked
that.
about. I don't believe.
No, we haven't. 8 players.
8-player Smash.
That's exciting. I can't wait to use 8 players.
See, to me, it seems like a bit much. It seems exciting, but
Mhm.
without a pretty big TV, it seems like a lot. 6-player Smash.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't want to do 8 player
8-player
on
Smash.
3DS. Like at all.
Yeah.
4 players kind of bad on 3DS.
It's gonna be hectic.
You know what I mean?
But it's gonna be
That's what I
exciting.
love. I love the hectic.
It's gonna yeah.
That's why I like
I
items.
mean, that's the essence of Smash Bros.
Yeah. I'm very excited for the 8 player Smash. I think it's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be a great time.
Too bad I don't have 7 friends.
Yeah.
I don't have 1 friend.
Well,
No, I have. You're my friend.
you're my friend.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get like 7 people over.
It'll be great.
Have an 8 player
Yeah.
Smash. I'm glad you can use the 3DS as a controller. I think that's a really cool.
Quentin will be home,
Oh really? We gotta have a Smash party.
as far as I know.
Let's smash it up.
Yeah.
I love it.
We might have to lift our punishments on Daniel just so we have one extra person.
Yeah, Daniel has flaked on us. He told us he could be at this podcast recording, but he flaked. He didn't come. You may know Daniel Royals from
He's-
other episodes.
He's been on the show.
He's been on the show 4 or 5 times. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he can come Saturday after it's out.
A day later,
He'll probably have a race anyway. So
maybe.
yeah, I'm super excited for Smash Wii U.
I can't
Was
wait.
there any other news they announced?
Mewtwo.
Oh, that's right. If you get both copies of the game, Mewtwo's gonna be out.
And if you have Club Nintendo, if you register with Club Nintendo, you get a soundtrack.
The soundtrack, yeah, I'm excited about that.
I would. The
Smash Wii U
soundtrack
has
for
great music.
the Zelda soundtrack just blew my mind.
Which Zelda soundtrack?
It came with Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
like
good stuff.
I like listening to that.
Yeah, I kind of would have loved to go to the symphony that they did.
Yeah.
They did a live.
Did they do concerts?
Yeah, they did.
That would have been amazing.
It was the symphony that actually recorded for
I
the
mean,
Zelda games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been cool for sure.
Zelda
I
has
didn't go
like
there.
some of the best video game music.
Oh yeah,
of any
absolutely.
game.
Nintendo, I mean, has really good music
yeah,
in
overall,
general.
yeah.
Like Smash has a great soundtrack.
It sure does.
So, we're excited to get. Yeah, it's 1 disc from the Wii U and 1 disc from the 3DS.
It's pretty rad.
Music.
It's pretty rad. Deal.
And I heard that like the Wii U has like double the music that the,
Yeah, I
3DS
heard that.
version has.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
I think a lot more trophies.
Yeah, I heard like a ton more
Which is
trophies too.
cool.
And I mean the 3DS version is like 685.
Yeah,
I want them all.
I'm trying to. Get
I'm close. I
them
have like 580.
all. I'm just cracking 400. I think.
Really? Yeah, I'm trying to get them all, but that's the way things go with Smash.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think. What else I've been doing? I've got really nothing else about Smash. There was some other news. I feel like
Stage builder's coming back.
the
That's
stage
cool.
builder I'm excited about, and it's really cool. It's really intuitive. It seems like because instead of having to like point at it and stuff, it's the Wii U gamepads. You can just draw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that's excellent.
Yeah, I
like
know.
that a
yeah.
lot.
Use that technology.
Yeah, so that's good. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they just couldn't fit it in there. There's no stage builder on the 3DS.
I wish there was. I was hoping there would be, and I was also hoping, which they're bringing this back too, is special smashes.
What do you mean special?
Is that what they call them? Just like being able to like be giant. The whole match,
yeah, right.
That kind
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, that wasn't. I mean, the 3DS is bare bones compared to the Wii U version.
It is.
But I mean, it still has more features than like Melee, which is insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also handheld. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because
Yeah.
it's handheld. Like that's insane.
it's pretty
like
great. Yeah.
I love Smash 3DS. But Smash Wii is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the? Did you hear about the new mode they announced? That was like a board game.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fun playing it, but just watching them explain it sort of didn't seem that cool.
Yeah, it looked like Mario Party but Smash.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm not crazy about Mario Party. I'll probably play it a couple times, especially since there will probably be achievements related to it.
Yeah.
But
Awards and
I don't think it's the mode for me. I don't think it's a mode that I'm going to get super into.
I think I'll have to wait and see.
You know, they didn't comment on it, but they I hope the coin launcher's back. I don't think it is.
I thought
Did they comment on it?
coin battles are back, which is
Coin
cool.
battles.
I like
no,
coin
the coin
battles.
launchers.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I love
Yeah.
the coin launcher in Brawl. I just waste so much time on that
Yeah.
little coin launcher. But it was a cool way to get trophies too, which I thought, you know, because you could get the trophies and stickers. Are stickers back? Stickers were a weird
I don't know.
thing.
Yeah.
Because like the stickers could.
Well, for Wii U, I mean, they've been doing the stickers for Miiverse. I wonder if they're gonna do anything with that.
Oh, those are stamps.
Stamps. That's what.
Yeah, but
right,
I'm talking
stamps.
about. Remember the stickers in Smash Brawl?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But I'm wondering if they're gonna include stamps too.
Oh yeah, they should.
That'd be cool.
You know, I like the achievement board in Smash. I really want Nintendo to do achievements.
Yeah.
For, like trophies.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm a big PlayStation guy, or Sony guy, and they do trophies.
Yeah.
And I really wish Nintendo would, because it's like, to me, what's wonderful about trophies is it takes a game that has no replay value at all and gives it infinite replay value. Or
Right.
not infinite, but gives it replay value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Uncharted games. Those games really don't have much replay value. They're amazing games, for sure, but they don't have much replay value. You get the trophies, you know?
Yeah.
You replay them 2 or 3 times.
That's true.
So, but yeah, I really want Nintendo, because like I'll play a Mario game and never play it again, really.
Yeah.
You know? And maybe if I'm bored one Saturday, I'll replay it. But you know, give me some trophies, man.
Get some more goals.
Give me
It's
some
just
trophies
extra goals.
/ achievements. Well, let me get a platinum trophy. I'll platinum
Yeah.
I'll platinum every Nintendo game.
I probably won't.
I will.
But
It's because like I mean like I love Sony games, but I would 100% platinum
yeah, that'd be cool.
a Mario game before I platinum an Uncharted game.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'd be cool. Speaking of Wii U games, I've been playing some Bayonetta 2.
You liking it?
Oh man, Bayonetta 2 is wonderful.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's really, I love it because it's just like really over the top and crazy, and obviously really like hyper violent. But what's cool about it is it's broken up into like little 20-minute segments, and at first I wasn't wild about it, right? But rather than just being a straight shot, straight through story with checkpoints, it's broken up into like chapters, and it's really convenient because it's like a 20-minute fight like four or 5 hordes of demons, and then you'll get to like one giant demon and destroy that giant demon, and that's the end of the chapter.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like 20 minutes, right? And you can, you know, just play it for a while and then walk away, which is
Yeah.
nice. It's
Yeah.
it's really a good format. I really liked it.
That's pretty cool.
I haven't played the original Bayonetta, but it was included. And I probably should have played the first one first, because I heard that compared to the first one, compared to the second one, the first one's like not polished at all,
Oh yeah.
and so like it's hard to go back.
Well, they up-resed it.
So it's up res and everything, but I just gameplay wise.
Oh, gameplay-wise.
I heard it's like hard to go back. So
That's funny.
I probably we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I might play the first one. But yeah, it's a really good game. I recommend it.
Looks good.
We use a great console.
Yeah, it is.
I feel it's underrated. I feel like
It really is.
because a lot of people talk about how it has no games, but
I mean,
That's
for a
Smash
while
Bros.
it didn't.
yeah, that's true.
To be
Nintendo
fair.
always kind of does that. They'll put
Yeah.
out a console and it'll have no games for like 2
I mean,
years.
you think about it, they're sort of releasing all their good games now that next gen consoles are starting to come out.
Right
Too,
now
so
that they have to compete with
yeah,
something.
competing.
Tell you what, the what excites me is the Mario Kart DLC came out.
Yeah,
We played it together.
that was fun.
It's excellent stuff,
I
right?
really enjoyed that.
You can drive as Link, which is awesome. And then it was like Cat Peach and Tanuki Mario.
Tanuki
right?
Mario, yeah.
What excites me about it is though, because we got that Mario Kart DLC. There's more Mario Kart DLC coming out, right?
Yeah.
It was like 8 tracks, 4 karts, and 3 characters.
Mhm.
What excites me is that means I think Smash DLC is gonna
Yeah,
happen,
yeah.
which is super exciting.
Characters,
Mewtwo, yeah.
stages.
I mean, I think Mewtwo is going to be purchasable.
I hope he's free.
He's free if you
That's
buy
right.
both
He
of
is
them.
free.
But yeah, I mean, like maybe Nintendo has a deal with Konami and Snake is back.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
But as far as the Mario Kart DLC goes, people have been wanting like other non-Mario characters in karts for a while, and I was pretty down on it, right? I was pretty down on the idea. I didn't like the idea. I thought Link would look stupid in a cart, And then I saw
He
it.
doesn't.
I saw it, and I was like, "Bring it on! I want Super
It's
Smash
perfect,
Kart
yeah.
now." The next game does not need to be Mario Kart; it needs to be
That
Super
would be
Smash
amazing.
Kart.
I would love that.
Because it just totally works. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
it really works. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love they didn't change his proportions at all. So like you'll put him in a little car, and he's really cramped. Like his knees
Yeah,
are
that's
like
true.
up. It's good stuff. What were some of the tracks you liked?
I loved the Hyrule track.
Yeah, I liked how they had the rupees instead of coins.
Such
good like attention to detail.
Really is, yeah. That one and the Excitebike one were pretty sweet.
Yeah, the Excitebike stage was cool too. I liked how they had the like little lip in front of the car
Yeah,
before, so it was
that's-
like classic Excitebike.
It's a nice touch.
I really liked the F-Zero stage as well.
Yeah, that one's cool.
that was nice.
I'm an F-Zero
It's cool
guy.
that they did the. It was weird because they had an F-Zero stage and an F-Zero cart. The Blue Falcon was in
Yeah.
there, but Captain Falcon's
Okay.
not playable. Maybe it's foreshadowing. Maybe
Maybe.
we're gonna get Captain.
That would be very nice.
That'd be nice, but it's weird. Maybe F-Zero is gonna make a return.
I hope
How do
it does,
How do you
'cause
feel about that?
Those games are sweet.
Yeah, they're
good racers.
just like hyper like difficult
Yeah,
racers.
and they've got some cool characters and story and all that to them too.
Yeah, right,
so,
right.
I mean,
There hasn't been an F-Zero game since the GameCube.
that's
But,
true. That's quite a while.
Like I want one.
That'd be nice.
I want
yeah.
to return
That'd be pretty sweet.
because I feel like they're hinting at it because like obviously Captain Falcon's in Smash.
Yeah.
Okay. But then in Nintendo Land there was a F-Zero game.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then all this DLC, I feel like they're kind of hinting.
Yeah, he's a pretty big name.
because
for
Nintendo does that a lot. Did you hear about they're doing a Majora's Mask remake on the 3DS?
Are they really?
Yeah, they are. They announced that.
That's sweet.
And people have been wanting that for a long time, but Nintendo hints at stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Skull Kid is a assist
Yeah, Skull
trophy.
Kid as an assist trophy, and in A Link Between Worlds, there was the Skull Kid's
The
mask
mask,
was
yeah.
hanging up. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, like they hint at stuff. So maybe they're hinting new Falcon game,
I would
new F-Zero game.
not be upset about that.
That'd be nice. All right. You got a topic for us?
Yeah, I do. I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, but it's hard to. Had some gaps in between episodes, and
Right.
a couple of times I didn't want
It happens. We're both busy people.
Yeah.
Especially we're in our senior year right now, so we're both busy. We both got
Yeah.
stuff going on, unfortunately.
So basically, I want to talk about lists, like online lists,
Okay.
which I think are kind of silly
Yeah.
Like I was on Facebook once, and one of the side suggestions, it gives me like suggestions. One of them was like, I think it was a BuzzFeed list, and BuzzFeed's notorious for just terrible lists.
Right.
And it really sort of it kind of bothered me because it
BuzzFeed
was
like Cracked.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
except Cracked is quality.
I like Cracked. Big
But,
Cracked guy.
The list just seemed irreverent to me.
Okay.
It was like 12 stars you may not know died in car crashes or something.
Oh, really?
And the thumbnail was what's his name from Jackass?
Oh, Ryan Dunn.
Yeah. And I was just thinking he died like maybe 2 years ago.
And everyone remembers. Like,
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that for a
And
long
it's just
time.
like that's so irreverent. And it was just like a fun list. It was like 12 celebrities you might not know died in horrible car crashes.
Yeah, right.
So I just want to kind of like read some like terrible lists.
There are a lot of like awful lists out there. I remember like to kind of like jokingly and to like make fun of like awful like terrible lists, like satirical. Brian Altano on IGN a couple years ago made a list, and it was like the 20 best numbers. And it was just like number 20 it was like 4. It was like 4 is one of my favorite numbers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was like, and there's infinite numbers, so it's just like ridiculous. Like, do we need all these lists? No.
No, and I mean,
You know?
like, who really like this one? 13 magic tricks all moms know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's like
Yeah, like I
if
don't
it's
know.
actually about magic tricks or if
I don't
it's some
know.
sort of cute way of saying moms are loving and they
Right.
think it's
If it is actual magic tricks, like I would say most moms don't know magic tricks.
Yeah, I don't.
And I don't mean to make a sweeping generalization. but
like a grandfather.
Grandfathers know, like the coin behind the ear trick
Yeah.
is a classic grandfather trick. But yeah, I would say most moms don't know. I guess I would guess that article is about. What trick? Like what if you walked into a room and her like a mom had her kid in like a box and she was like just sawing him in half? Like what would you think of that?
It's a magic trick.
It's a magic trick, you know.
I'm trying to find all the
You like
lists.
spill something and she pulls like a hanky out of a hat. You know what I mean? Like she
Yeah.
pulls like a Kleenex out of the hat.
I mean, like lists, like in general, are helpful.
Right. Do you think there's ever been like a mom that like was an aspiring magician and she made her kid disappear and didn't know how to get him back? And like it sounds like a plot of like a like a television show.
Like a fun, like.
But she doesn't know how to get him. Like she like actually like she's engaging in the dark arts, which is
That's true.
never a good idea. But
I
that's how
mean,
it goes.
some of these lists are just like possibly just common knowledge, like collected and then reiterated,
Right.
and some of them are just dumb things that nobody cares about. Like,
Yeah, I mean I like lists when they're done well, but
yeah,
So
I mean
often
sometimes
they're
they
not.
can be helpful. Like
yeah.
top tens, I like top tens.
Yeah.
Like if I want to buy get into some retro gaming and I want to
Like the
find
top 10 games.
top 10 like SNES
NES games,
or
yeah.
something, yeah. But like 26 life-changing things you need to know about Costco. Like what the heck?
Well, you definitely want to go around and get all the free samples. That's definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Costco's a really weird concept.
Costco's pretty cool store.
I mean, I enjoy Costco like for some things, but like you go in and you get like 24 pounds of like rice-a-roni, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like that's gonna expire, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna use all of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like they sell in bulk, and it's just like
Yeah, some of the things it's like you don't need that in bulk, you know what I mean? Some things are good in bulk. I agree. I enjoy Costco overall. I would say.
yeah,
it's
I
a
love
good
their
store.
Kirkland products.
Yeah, it's a weird idea that you have to be a member of a store. You know,
Yeah, that is kind of
you
weird
have to
too.
be like a member, which is kind of odd to me.
But I mean, not everybody deserves to be able to buy in bulk
Yeah, I agree.
or to have all those free samples.
Well, I think basically they have all the bulk stuff, and so they just kind of get things at surplus, you know.
Yeah.
And so like the membership kind of covers the costs of the things they buy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they get it for cheaper, and then
That makes sense.
ultimately you get it for cheaper because they bought it in bulk.
that
But they
makes
had
sense.
to pay all that money up front, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got 23 pregnancy hashtags that every mom
Pregnancy
to be
hashtags?
needs. Yeah, I don't.
What's a pregnancy hashtag?
Well, the thumbnail has hashtag GTFO.
Hashtag get the F out.
Yeah,
What's that have to do with pregnancy?
I guess to tell your baby to get out.
It could be like abortion, I guess. Like, but that's not something that most pregnant women are into. If they're happy about being pregnant. What's a pregnancy hashtag? You got something for me?
I would say hashtag. I wish my husband hadn't left and would pay child support.
Nice. Hashtag welfare. Yeah, overall, like, lists can be a good thing. Mostly not, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find some more of these just terrible BuzzFeed lists.
Yeah, the greatest, like, Latino stars over 50. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Is that like, do you have nothing else to do with your life?
Exactly. And I mean, the people who are writing them, like, what is that's their job. They're getting
Yeah, I know.
paid.
Like, your job is to, like, write about.
Oh, I'm
the
a
best-
writer. Really? You're writing lists
It's
about...
like the 12 secret items on McDonald's menus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's your job.
What do you think about those? Like secret menus?
Secret menus?
Do those even exist?
They can be good. I like the McDougal a lot, or the McDougal, which is you take a McDouble and a McChicken and you put the McChicken patty in between the McDouble.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I mean,
they can be excellent.
but people
sure.
do, but like you don't order in that that way.
What do you mean you don't order?
Like their ideas of things to do with like you can't just go in and be like, "Can I get a McGangbang?"
I've heard like some if like the workers work there long enough, some you can, but for the most part, no, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like because giving them names and everything just is kind of pointless.
Yeah, but like I heard Cracker Barrel like has amazing omelets, but the omelet's not on their menu, so it's like you just have to ask for an omelet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, secret menus. As long as it's good food, I'm into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Good food is good food. What are some of your favorite secret menu items?
Well, McDougal's are good.
Yeah, I'm into those.
I can't think of anything else I've really tried.
Yeah.
I'd have to see what else there is.
I'm a big McDougal fan. I like the McDougals a lot. I don't know. What are like? Find a list for us. It's like the best secret menu items. I feel like that's a list I've seen.
23 signs you're too obsessed with your person.
What person?
Your person.
You're too obsessed with yourself?
I guess.
I guess that's... I don't know. I would say overall I don't like lists. I don't enjoy them.
Yeah, I mean, just like these online lists, it's just ridiculous.
I feel like we're just oversaturated with lists. There's just... if you're on, like, any social media, every other post is going to be a list, right?
Yeah.
And it's obnoxious. So I would say lists are good in all things in moderation, right? Lists are good in moderation. But we've become oversaturated in lists.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of all the lists.
How about 18 photos of Albert Einstein being super chill?
Yeah, like
what the heck?
Stuff like that. We don't need it. Get out of my life. Hashtag GTFO. Get out. We don't need any more lists.
25 ways to tell you're a kid of the 90s. Maybe the only way you can tell is were you born in the 90s?
Were you born in the 90s, right?
It's like, why do I need 25 different ways to tell me when I was born and grew up?
Right. Yeah, the whole like only 90s kids will get this.
That's hilarious to me.
Stuff like that's it's kind of funny, but it's kind of obnoxious, you know what I mean? Like
no, it's hilarious that exists, and there's just like cuz people will find anything to be relatable to relate to.
Yeah, it's just like
and it's just
you
like,
identify yourself as a 90s kid. You know what I mean? Like you're identifying yourself because of something that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. Like, okay.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Whatever
like,
works for you.
Cuz I don't know, it's just silly to me.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty absurd.
But yeah, I like to make fun of it. Just be like, post a picture of like a jump rope and be like, only kids from the 90s would
Yeah,
remember this.
or like post a picture of like Elsa from Frozen,
Yeah.
and it's like only 90s kids will get
Yeah.
this, you know, just because Elsa's made in
I mean,
2014.
are 90s kids the only ones that are capable of mental reasoning or being
Yeah, that's true.
cognitively
It's like-
aware of their surroundings?
You can't look this up. Only 90s
Yeah.
kids will have the mental capacity
Yeah.
to understand.
It's like
Hey Arnold.
they happen to show reruns of Hey Arnold.
Yeah, Hey Arnold's a great show.
It's a great show.
I enjoy
It's a
Hey
cool
Arnold.
show.
What I don't like is speaking of like only 90s kids will understand this. I don't like when adults act like we're younger than we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
You know what I
like.
mean? Like-
yeah,
Here's the thing. I'm 18 years old. I was born in 1996, right? And like oftentimes in class, we'll be watching a VHS film, and a teacher will just make the comment, "Oh, you guys probably don't even know what a VHS is."
yeah.
I remember
like, old people-
I remember when DVDs came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I watched VHSs for like 7 to 8 years of my life.
right.
And I remember when DVDs came out, I remember my dad saying, "Oh, these aren't going to take off. VHSs will be forever." I remember we bought Monsters Inc. because it was my mom's like favorite movie. Our first DVD was Monsters Inc. We bought it and we had to watch it on our computer because we didn't have a DVD player yet.
Yeah, I remember watching Shrek on, I think Shrek 2 maybe on my
Mhm.
computer. I think I had the first Shrek. I might have the first Shrek on VHS.
Yeah, I think we had like Shrek on VHS.
I have
Shrek's
the
a great
I have,
film.
the
Shrek is life.
I love
Shrek is love.
I have the SpongeBob movie of all movies on VHS.
Oh, yeah, SpongeBob movie's so good. I think I had like the Pokemon movie on VHS.
Pokemon 2000.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
movie.
love some Pokemon, dude. But yeah, I remember like we were sitting there and it was like updating our like Windows like old like box Windows computer,
Yeah.
like HP computer, and it was updating. So like we had the capacity to play DVDs.
Yeah.
And it was just like slowly, and we were all waiting because we wanted to watch Monsters Inc. We put it in, and we saw it, and we were like, "This is the future." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's a great moment. And now, I mean, now DVDs and Blu-ray are phased out. You know what I mean? We live in a streaming world now.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, they still make
And I mean,
movies, but
that's part of the reason why like a lot of adults expect us to have not known, because everything just hit us so fast. Kind of, it
Yeah.
seems like it's been around for so long.
I mean, it's crazy how much the world has changed because like
It's insane.
well, I mean, I remember VHSs, and now it's like streaming, right? But also like everyone has the internet in their pocket now.
Yeah.
When I was like growing up, like no one had phones with internet access.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then flip phones started to have internet access, but it was terrible.
Yeah.
And now everyone has the internet in their pocket. Like,
Exactly.
that's crazy to me. You know what I mean?
And I mean, like, I just remembering when stuff comes out, and now we're just so accustomed to most of it. It doesn't really seem like the smartphone itself is just like a huge invention that we just take for granted. Like, you look back through, it's like, oh, the computer or the telephone was invented, and
Right,
it's just
right.
like all these different like the light bulb was invented. And
Yeah.
we think about those in history, and it's just like the smartphone just kind of came out one day. We just
Mhm.
sort of take it for granted. It's
Right,
just
right.
But I mean, like
the BlackBerry was the first smartphone.
Yeah,
and
BlackBerry.
It was really like bare bones
Yeah.
and awful. Like honestly, like play with a BlackBerry now, it's really bad.
No, I mean, the fact that all that just sort of hit us, though, I think is why people expect people our age to have just grown up with it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, and they forget that we had
You know, in
VHS.
1996 there weren't smartphones.
Yeah.
I came into a world without smartphones, without
There wasn't Wi-Fi.
I came into a world without Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like there wasn't wireless internet.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't
Nothing
a thing.
was really.
So it's just kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
And I mean, different different areas are slower than others, too. Like Stanton, I would consider to be not as fast as...
Yeah, behind the times, like
yeah.
because I mean, like something like Silicon Valley in California,
Yeah.
they had it immediately, so it spread out to other parts of California. And then we probably got it 3 or 4 years later, honestly.
Right.
So.
And like a lot of just like people living in the area, you know.
Right.
Just like some people would probably upgrade immediately, but most people like Like we still had like wired telephones.
Yeah,
we still
right,
had like dial up till like I was in middle school probably.
Yeah, right.
So just that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah, I mean, it's just insane, like, how far I would say technology's come because, they, like, 3D printers are a thing now, where you can print something that's actually, like, 3D.
Yeah, those are insane.
That's insane, but I heard that some dude made a printer that can print food.
Yeah, you told me about
Which is
this earlier,
ridiculous.
which
Yeah, he said it, like,
I can't believe.
it has the capacity to print, like, chicken nuggets and, like, pizza. Which is ridiculous. Like, apparently, I read, like, the description, and I'm not a scientific person. It didn't make any sense to me. But it said that it had, like, iron capsules inside of it, which would, like, release it and make it. And you still had to cook the food. It wouldn't come out cooked, but he said he's working on a model where it comes out cooked.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, like, thinking about how it would work. Like, before you explained it to me, I was just thinking, like, that's not possible.
Yeah, like, how does it
But it
print
kind of
food?
makes sense, like, the way technology works nowadays.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if you've seen a 3D printer.
Yeah, I haven't. Have you seen one, actually? You have?
When I was in, I think it was in Tennessee.
They're really cool. I've seen them on TV.
I think it was in a place in Tennessee, maybe, that had a store that sold them. I think they sold them. And they had 2 or 3 of them just being, like, working as demos for people, like, who had no idea what the heck they were. And one of them was making, like, a bracelet, and it was just, like, doing each layer is insane to watch.
I saw one on TV, and I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, how?
Yeah,
like,
and I touched it, and it, like, it's crazy just to feel what a
something
printer
being made,
printed
like
out.
printing. Man, it's crazy. But what worries me, probably my biggest worry about the food printer coming out, what worries me about that?
Cancer.
Well, I would say Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs
Oh,
can now be a reality.
That's true.
Did you ever see that movie?
That's a good movie.
I enjoyed that movie.
There
was a sequel. I never saw the sequel.
Who was in that? Like Bill Hader or somebody?
Oh, was he?
Somebody,
I don't even know that.
Cool was in that movie.
I don't even know
Forget
if I know who was in it, but I actually really enjoyed that movie.
The main guy was played by somebody funny.
Like, I mean, I like kids movies, but I feel like that's an underrated kids movie.
I think it is too.
Because I enjoyed that movie a lot.
Nobody really talks about it anymore.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed that film. So
it's a good one.
But yeah, we're getting closer. Everyone worries about zombie apocalypses, but
food apocalypse.
But
that's
with a Chance of Meatballs is coming.
Cure world hunger. I mean,
that's true. Yeah, send it over there.
I was watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, and they had people from the past were frozen cryogenically.
Oh, cool.
And they unfroze them, and they were like 300 years, like our time, basically. Yeah. And they were like, "Whoa, look at all this technology!" And they had like a food, like automatically making food, like transporting food, just like creating food out of nothing.
Yeah.
And the guy like had like a martini or whatever, and basically Picard just kept talking about how they don't have basic needs anymore because they've eliminated all that in their future. So it's like, I mean, if we can print food now, we're on our way to eliminating world hunger.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that would be cool to send like a... What would you, like, you've never, like, really eaten anything but, like, stale bread or, like I guess a little bit of meat and, like, fruit that you picked,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, someone sends a printer and you have pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how crazy would that be?
That would be insane.
What I mean? So, I don't know. I think it's cool. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about the world hunger aspect of it.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Back to secret menus. I found one.
You found some good ones?
And it just kind of seems disgusting. This one, the Land, Sea, and Air Burger at McDonald's. It costs if you use a Big Mac, it's about $8. If you use a McDouble, it's only about $5.
Okay.
And basically, it's beef, fish, and chicken piled between some buns. Let me see. You can get like a McDouble. It doesn't say what to order. I'm assuming it's the McDouble, McChicken, and the whatever the fish sandwich is.
Oh yeah,
and then you just combine the patties. That's probably disgusting.
I like the fillet of fish. I think it's a good flavor because it's got the like tartar sauce on it.
The McGangbang.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
McDouble and McChicken, which I guess is the McDougal or whatever.
See, I thought the McGangbang was something different.
thought it
from
was
the
too.
McDougal. I thought it was you took like McChicken, like the actual whole sandwich, and put it between the Big Mac. I thought that's what a McGangbang was. Which is different because a McDouble or a McDougal is where you just put the chicken patty between the patties of the.
Yeah, I thought there was
McDouble.
a difference,
Well, I just said the difference. I thought that was the.
but
difference.
apparently there's not.
Yeah, I think it really depends on who you ask.
Some of these are ridiculous.
You know. Is this just McDonald's or is there other restaurants?
Okay, here the Big McChicken. Yeah, this is just McDonald's.
Okay.
Big McChicken.
Big McChicken.
Looks like Big Mac or a McDouble between chicken patties.
Oh wow.
Which I think it's just, yeah, you use the chicken patties as
As
a
the
bun.
buns. That's interesting. No, you know what we should do?
Play a game.
I think we should call David Liebhart.
David Lieberhart.
David Liebhart, ladies and gentlemen, you may know him from Tim and Eric's awesome show, Great Job. He put his cell phone number on the internet on his website for anyone to use. And I've heard, people have told me that if you call it, you actually get him. So we're going to try to call him. Both Noah and I are huge Tim and Eric fans.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to try to call him, see what happens. I mean, you know, if we got a hold of him and he did an interview, that'd be cool. And if he, you know, cursed us out, that would also be cool. I would be into that.
If he answers, I mean, that would be sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, we can just leave him a message, I guess.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. I think it's worth a shot.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. David Liebhart is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hi, David Liebhart. This is Paige Campbell from the Paige Campbell Show. We called you to potentially get a interview with you. And if you'd like to do an interview at a future point, we'd love to interview you. Both me and Noah Clarke, my co-host, are huge fans of Tim and Eric, Tim and Eric's work, and we loved your work on Tim and Eric. So we'd love to interview you sometime. That'd be nice. Noah, you want to say anything to David?
Hey, David Lieberhart. I'm a big fan. I hope to talk to you sometime.
All right. Enjoy your day.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
So that's his actual phone number, which is awesome. We're definitely going to interview him at some point on the show. But yeah, maybe we should, instead of just dropping it unannounced, actually schedule it.
That's true.
Because I'll call him.
He's a busy man.
And see if we can schedule it. But yeah, that would be so cool if we could interview David Liebert. But that was his actual phone number. I didn't actually really expect that to be, but it is.
Or at least it was changed because, you know, some people have called him.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
But yeah, that was it, because
Very nice.
that's exciting. Yeah, let's get into a game.
All right,
Let's do
let
it.
me get some theme music going.
Yeah, give us a little music. That'd be nice. Musical interlude. I fell in love with you.
I don't know where I'd be without you here with me. Life with you makes perfect sense. You're my best friend.
All right.
All right.
It's just a random
Yeah, I like that. I'm
Friendship.
not a big country guy.
friendship country song.
Yeah, I like that. What game you want to play? Let's get into it. It's tough because I feel like we've kind of exhausted our resources.
We
on
sort of
games.
have.
I had a board game that I wanted to bring, but I didn't. But yeah. If you have any game ideas, throw it out there.
I had an idea.
Okay.
but I can't remember what it was.
Well,
And I think it was the type of game that would only work with the video aspect of this podcast.
well, we've got a video going.
Exactly.
I want to get this on iTunes maybe in the future, but it's not. Right now, it's only a video on YouTube.
What about SoundCloud? Do you have
So-
consider SoundCloud?
See, SoundCloud is weird because, like, yes, they allow podcasting, and I have tried it, but it's weird because you sign up because it's in the beta form right now. You sign up for the RSS feed, and it, like, doesn't give it to you. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Yeah, so, because, like, you had to, like, copy and paste your profile, and when I tried it was like, this isn't a real profile.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, it is. I've uploaded, like, 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to tell you. We're going to try, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get it up eventually. That's a promise.
Yeah. Okay. So a game. Also, it's tough with two players to do a good.
Yeah, see,
full game.
2-player games are hard. I don't know. I like that game. There's, like, a giant, like a long word, and you have to make a word out of it. That's a fun game. I enjoy that game. But
That is a pretty good game.
I don't know. Just spitballing
See
here.
if there's anything on the interwebs.
Yeah, see if you can pull up a good game. I don't know. I really want to talk to David Liebhardt.
I do too.
I've heard good things. I like. I think he's hilarious. So that'd be cool if we could get him an interview. I've been trying to set up some interviews. It's difficult because I'll get, like, someone's managers, like I'll get a manager number and then call it, and they'll be like, oh yeah, totally, and sound like interested, and then just never get back to me. So it's difficult.
Yeah.
I've been trying to set up some interviews.
That'd be nice. Get some
Yeah.
more publicity going
Yeah, that'd be cool.
for the show.
We've had one interview, Mark Waid, of course.
Yes.
If you're into that, if you're into
Episode 8
if you're
or
into
9.
Daredevil or Fantastic Four or Superman Birthright, if you're into comic books like those,
Archie.
well, he's never written Archie, but if you're into comics like those,
he did.
Mark Waid,
He worked for.
I don't believe so. He may have. I may be wrong. But
If you're into Archie and Friends, it's a great.
if you're into DC and Marvel comics, possibly Archie. I'm not sure about that.
Could be wrong.
If you're into comics like those, go listen to episode 7 of the Paige Campbell Show.
Episode 7.
7. Or it was 7.
Yeah, it was 7. It wasn't 8 or 9 because
8 was the first video
that's
we
what I
did.
said.
Go listen to that.
Let's
Mark
do it.
Wood's a good guy. Sign up for Thrillbent. Give him your money. Buy his comics off the stands. That's it. That's
So
all
I
got
didn't
from
find
Mark
any
Waid.
games because I'm not good at search engines.
What'd you search?
I just was searching games.
Okay. Well, if you just search games, you're gonna get, like, the video games.
Not just games. I added a few descriptive words, but it didn't help.
Like Flash games.
I didn't know. I didn't say flash games. You could do would you rather.
We could do that.
Look up a good would you rather.
Yeah, all right. I like that idea. All right. Let's see what we got.
Okay, I'm not doing any would you
Apparently,
rather.
there's a
for
horror
BuzzFeed.
game named Would You Rather.
Really?
Apparently,
It just puts you in really scary situations.
here's a good one. Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or your funeral? See, that's a pretty tough one because, I mean, your funeral. Like, no one loved you during your life if no one shows up to that. But your wedding, like, that's embarrassing. No one shows up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say funeral. You're dead. Who
Yeah, because you're
cares?
dead. You don't really see.
But wedding, I mean, yeah, like wedding, I think would be worse for no one to show up to.
I guess it depends, but probably funeral.
Would you rather go back in time and meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great grandchildren?
Dang, that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one too.
I think I'd rather meet ancestors.
I'd like to meet my ancestors in their prime.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to meet like because the old people are pretty lame. I'm not a big fan of old people. Sometimes they're okay, but a lot of the times,
Well, people are weird.
yeah, it's hard to be around them. I like them. I guess I shouldn't bash them too much because I probably will be one day.
It's likely.
It's cool to be an old person.
The majority of people become old people.
It's cool to be an old person because you can do just whatever you want when you're old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah, you can do
just like
absolutely anything you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no one's gonna call you out
And
on
I mean,
anything.
Most of their time is spent doing nothing too. So
Right.
yeah, it's just that's the dream.
Would you rather live in a world where there were no problems, or live in a world where you rule?
No problems.
I think I'd go no problems too, because like I don't want to rule the whole world.
Yeah, I don't want that much
Just
responsibility.
it'd be so much responsibility, and I would totally screw things up. Like, you know what I mean? I've got a few good ideas, but I would overall, I think, screw things up. World with no problems, that'd be nice.
All right,
Everyone was nice to each other. Imagine that. Imagine if everyone was nice to each
that
other.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here's an easy one.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know how attached you are to your phone, but would you rather be unable to see one day or unable to use your phone for a month?
The phone.
Really?
I would rather be unable to use my phone for a month than be unable to see. Is what I'm saying.
Wait.
I'd rather
wait.
not use my phone than not be able to see.
Oh wait, no, that is easy actually. Like what the heck?
yeah, like I'd rather not use my phone.
No, I was thinking it was for some reason I thought it was worded differently, and it was like
I like would you rathers where like neither of them have anything in common. You know what I mean? It's just like, would you rather like
yeah.
burn in the fiery pits of hell or eat a thing of cotton candy? It's like I think I'm gonna have to go with the cotton candy. You know what I mean?
Would you rather be able to see 1 year into the future or change one thing from your past?
See, that's a tough one because I kind of want to say neither.
Yeah, same here.
Because like I don't want to really know what my future holds, but also I truly believe everything's a learning experience. You know what I mean?
like changing past mistakes or anything could put you in a worse.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything's a learning experience. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean, though. Everything like makes you a better person, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So, I don't know that I'd want to change anything. Yeah, my life's awesome. Nah, it's pretty crappy.
This one's kind of dumb. It's not a would you rather, but would you take up smoking for $30,000?
Yeah, I would.
But when you think about it, smoking costs money, so
That's true.
you'd probably blow through your 30,000.
Well, I mean, how avid of a smoker are you?
I mean, take up smoking.
Is that but that could mean like 2 or 3 cigarettes a day, or it could.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
either way, it's daily.
it could mean 2 or 3 packs a day.
That's true.
Some people are crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Probably just whatever the minimum
Yeah.
definition of that is.
Would you rather wake up naked and sore without any memory of the night before next to the Burger King telling you had it your way, or wake up next to Ronald McDonald telling you that you were loving it?
Probably the first one.
Okay.
I would be terrified
Burger
if
King.
Ronald McDonald
That's
was
true.
telling me I was loving it.
That's true. Well, I mean, like, pretty much just John Wayne Gacy. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
a clown.
Would you rather have a terrible job that pays really well or a really cool job that pays really poorly?
Probably the cool job.
Yeah.
Because I
it's
mean,
tough.
if you have a terrible job, you know, you're not going to be able. Here, my rationale is you're going to spend most of your time at your job. So like, if you had all this money, cool. When you have spare time, you can do what you want. But if you have a great job, you know, like, think about like working at like IGN. You know what I mean? Like that'd be a great working experience. You know what I mean?
Money,
Just like around video games.
money isn't
making
happiness. Money isn't everything. So.
I don't. People say money can't buy happiness. I think that's kind of untrue.
No, it definitely can. Buy
Yeah,
happiness.
money certainly buys happiness.
But it's not like everything.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I think you're gonna spend the majority of your time at a job.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
So,
it's your
having
career, whether you like it or not, really is kind of your life.
Would you rather be famous or be best friends with someone that's famous? I mean, for you, it's easy because you're best friends with me.
All right.
And no, I'm just kidding.
Would you rather have?
I think I'd rather be famous because being best friends would just be kind of like sucky. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, my friend's famous.
I don't know. I mean, like, if you're really tight with them,
Yeah, but I mean, just
you get all of the privileges that a famous person would have without the stress of being famous, I would say.
kind of. I mean, I don't know. I think I'd rather be famous.
Would you rather have $50,000 that is free and legal, or $150,000 that is illegal, like stolen?
Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather just like be handed $50,000 that you know is
Or $150,000
legal.
of dirty money?
Yeah.
Huh. Depends on how dirty the money
That's
is.
true.
You know what I mean? Because if it's just like from marijuana, okay.
Yeah.
But if it's like they murdered a guy and like took it off of his
Yeah.
persons, like that's pretty.
Or like sold his meat.
Yeah, right. They sold his meat. Speaking of, did you hear about the people in Brazil? There's
Yeah.
recently in Brazil, like it was like last week, there was 3 cannibals that got arrested.
Yeah.
Apparently they like killed a dude, or they might have killed a woman. I don't know, but they killed a person.
Where was it?
It was in like Brazil or something. It was in another country, like Indonesia, Brazil, something like that. And yeah, they killed him or her. I don't know. And they ate some of it, and then they put some of it in desserts and like sold it to
That's
their
ridiculous.
neighbors. And their neighbors were just like, "Oh, meat pies, all right." It's like Sweeney Todd in real life. Did you ever see Sweeney Todd?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd's about like a dude that has a meat pie shop, and he starts killing people. Well, no, he's a barber, and there's a pie shop below him, and so they work out a deal where like he'll slit people's throats, and they drop into the meat pie shop.
That's cool.
And then yeah, it was a good movie. I recommend it. Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I mean, cannibalism is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, what would you do if you tasted human? Like, you didn't purposely taste human, but you tasted human and you, like, loved it.
I mean, it makes you wonder.
You know what I mean? Like, what would you do? Because,
Yeah.
like, when you taste something and, like, it's amazing, you're going to want it again, right?
right.
Because, like, I had ostrich meat when I was, like, really little, and it's an expensive meat.
Yeah.
We had it at, like, a 5-star restaurant. We were there for my grandparents' anniversary. And I still to this day like crave ostrich meat.
Yeah.
Because it was like a different flavor. It's like it didn't taste like any other meat. It was like a special meat.
Yeah, it's weird. It kind of makes you wonder, like, because that's like considered the highest taboo. It's like the greatest sin.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah, I
greatest
know.
crime is to eat a human, which is weird.
I mean, what's really worse?
Nothing. I mean, but it's
Trying to think like yeah.
But it's like, why is that the worst? I mean, it's.
Do you
like,
think you would if you were in a survival situation? You think you'd eat a person?
Probably if I had to.
Yeah,
if it got down to
would
it.
too.
But like when you think about it,
See, I could eat it. I don't think I could like cut it off and prepare it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're in a survival situation, you'd have to.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I don't think I could cut it off and prepare it,
Yeah.
but I could eat it if I had to.
Yeah, it's just weird thinking about like fixing
Yeah, like
a
preparing
person.
It. Yeah.
But I don't know, like thinking of that as the worst sin, like what makes that worse than just murdering someone? Because like either way, you're taking their soul. But
I
like,
mean, yeah, but I mean, going like
it's. I mean, yeah,
Especially, I
it's
feel like
insane. I'm
it's
not saying
because
it's not the worst.
American culture dictates that like death is a super serious thing because there are cultures that don't like really
Right.
think that, and we need to respect the body. You know what I mean?
Right, but
And
if
so
you've
it's-
already like
it's
murdered
like
them,
disrespectful to
like
the
if
body.
you
I feel
decapitate
like.
a person,
Yeah,
that's pretty disrespectful to
yeah,
the body.
you're just not
I
giving
would
them
say.
their. I feel like proper, like the respect
Yeah.
after they're dead. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they're already dead. It's like, you know, they deserve some respect. Garner some respect.
But yeah, I mean, I guess in another way, it also just it sort of makes you seem less of a human because it's just like animals eat humans. Humans don't eat humans.
Right.
So, I guess in that sense too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I mean, animals
you're
eat each
just a
other.
psychopath.
But I mean, animals don't practice cannibalism, do they?
Mm,
Would a lion eat another lion?
no. So I think some animals do.
Yeah, that's true. Like spiders, the black widow.
Yeah.
That's why it's called a black widow.
Yeah.
After the babies are born, it eats its husband.
Yeah, it's
Or
insane.
not husband, but it eats its mate. Here's a good one. Would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death? See, this one would be awful because if you knew the date, like you knew it's coming, right?
Yeah.
But if you knew the cause, then you know what's gonna happen, but you don't know when it's gonna happen. So it's just like,
Yeah,
oh,
you'd
know
just
what
be
I mean?
like worried all the time.
Yeah,
I think I would rather know the cause because there's always the chance that it's just old age,
Yeah,
and you're just
that's
like,
true.
oh, okay, that's
It's
nice.
like, okay, old age.
Because that sort of tells you when, basically. I mean, you don't know how long you're gonna live.
That's
but-
true. I mean, the date would be kind of cool in a way because, like, if it was a really far away date, just near that date, you could just like do whatever you wanted. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you know what I mean. So
Would you rather have a really high IQ or a photographic memory?
oh wow, that's a good one. Probably photographic memory.
I think I would do too.
Just because, like, you know, you look at like a sheet, like if you have to take a test, I feel like photographic memory would be better. You look at a sheet of notes and you just remember it perfectly.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, that would be so cool to.
yeah, that'd be so great.
a
Yeah, that's a
photographic memory.
superpower, honestly.
It really is.
Going back to the wait, what was I gonna say? I had a comment about the death one. Yeah. Oh yeah, going back to the death one. What if you like the would you rather wasn't hypothetical, and the death you chose date, right? And it said tomorrow. What would you do? What would you do?
That would be so
It'd
bad.
be awful. Yeah. What'd you do?
I'd probably just get depressed.
Cut yourself.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like you don't control me.
You start cutting yourself because you got depressed and that's how you died.
That's how you die. That'd be
You
hilarious.
start- yeah. Yeah, it would be hilarious.
It would be sadly ironic.
Yeah. I love TJ Miller. He's like I have dyslexia. He's like, and my
Oh, yeah.
dyslexia made me so depressed that I slipped my ankles.
Yeah.
It's classic. All right, I think we're done with.
It was a good game.
Yeah, I love some Would You Rather is a good game. I enjoy it.
Would you rather play Would You Rather or not play Would You Rather?
I would say overall, I would rather play it. You know.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Let's get into my topic.
Why?
Why? Well, that's the format of the show. Is why. If I had to say, so would you rather go into my topic or just in the show?
Let's go into your topic.
Okay. All right. Good choice, because that's what we're gonna do. Give me a little music. I want a little music for my.
All right. Let me see. I don't know what some of these are, so
Gotcha.
it's whatever.
Might have some music. All right, that's pretty adequate music. Here's a good one, and I couldn't really think of it. I know I've done a lot of terrible things, but what's the meanest thing you've ever done? Or one of the meanest things? What do you think? I think this is the one that's coming to mind, and I don't know why, but I remember this was me and you. Remember in like 3rd grade, we were there's this kid that was really weird, and we drew like cartoons
yeah.
we drew cartoons about him,
Yeah,
and we thought it was really funny.
that was pretty mean.
And then the teacher found him, and
Yeah, in trouble.
it's the teacher found him, and I was like, that was really
Yeah.
terrible. So
I don't know. I've done a lot of mean things. Like, I mean, when you think about it, like the motivation behind it sort of judges whether or not it's really mean. Like,
yeah, right,
because I've done mean things in a playful way,
right.
and I've done mean things to not like to intentionally bring someone down.
Mm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I remember like I think it was in 3rd grade as well. We would always play like the game Boys versus Girls,
Yeah.
and I like I like jokingly was like I put a cast on my arm and said that like one of the girls like kissed my arm and like put like makeup on my arm, and the teacher was like, Paige, is that true? And I was like, yeah. I said like yeah sarcastically, and she like actually believed me and like went to the other school and like asked all the girls about it and stuff. And then like she like yelled at me and like made me apologize in front of the class for lying.
That's funny.
And I was like, well, I was joking, and I felt really bad, like, because I was like, I lied. But
Yeah.
I also knew in my heart that I was joking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was upset about it. But
Probably one of the meanest things I've done was to my sister
Mhm.
when we were kids. She had a jump rope that like she loved. She always jump roped like outside
Mhm.
of our house, and I knew she really liked it. And one day, like I don't remember why, but I think it was some sort of an ultimatum or a I whatever happened. Like I grabbed a pair of scissors and I was like, I'm gonna cut your jump rope. And I did. I cut it in half, and I was like, I felt really bad because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I was just trying to scare her. I think was basically what I was doing. I was just trying to scare her. I don't think it was an ultimatum or anything like that. And then I did cut it, and I just felt terrible afterwards.
Right.
And
Yeah, I've
it
definitely
was-
done
it
like a
was
lot
pretty
of mean stuff to like siblings, because I mean when you live with someone, like you get like so used to them. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the times you don't even think about how something makes them feel. You know.
Yeah.
But like I remember just like doing mean stuff to my sister. Like I think I pushed her and like she cut her leg on a door, and I was like, oh crap, I feel really bad.
Yeah.
And I remember like she asked me to like play basketball with her, and like I was like, well, you can't come in until you make like 10 hoops, and like I just like locked her out of the
It's
house. And
hilarious.
just like did like I just like really mean stuff. So I mean, little like you grow up, and as you go along, you get more morals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the younger you are, I feel like the like bigger jerk you are.
Oh, yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I mean? Like
Definitely.
without like trying. You know?
Yeah, I did some pretty mean things as a kid, probably. I know one time I hit our friend Daniel in the face with a door. But
With a door.
yeah, I mean Daniel was a mean kid.
I mean, you and Daniel hated each other.
Yeah, we didn't get along the best when we were younger. But no, like he was just sort of I think he was kind of a mean kid
Yeah.
in general, or at least to me.
I remember Daniel.
And I got mad at him
Daniel
once.
and I used to get in fights because we would play like superheroes outside.
Yeah.
And then so he would be like Spider-Man, and he would put like web all over me, and then I would be like, oh well, I'm Superman, and I would just break it, like just go. And he's like, no, Superman's web is the strongest in the world. You can't break that. And I was like, well, I can. Yeah, I have super strength. And yeah, and
Just
then
make up
then he
stuff.
like wouldn't play with me.
That's funny.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was little, like my parents would like leave us alone with my brother, you know, 'cause my older brother Will, and they would like he would babysit us, and then I remember like I told my mom that he yelled at us and like hit us and stuff, and like he got like really upset and like started crying because he like never did, and like so yeah, like he got like really upset and was like, I never did that.
Yeah.
So that was up there.
One time
It's pretty mean.
I know a lot of times I've done stuff that like I knew would get somebody in trouble, so I told somebody to do it.
Yeah.
And like in a way it was like they were like it was a mean thing to do, but it was also mean to make somebody else do it instead of actually doing it myself.
Right.
Like I think in middle school I told somebody to like steal Ben Elliott's water bottle or something because he was attached to it for some
Okay.
reason.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. he
And
was
then
obsessed with it.
I think a bunch of people got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
And then I got in trouble, but I didn't take the blame because I didn't actually do it.
Right.
Stuff like that.
That was like maybe it was you. I forget in like 4th grade we like, because our tomb was from Russia. Our tomb's been on the show. Our tomb's from Russia, and so like he didn't know English too well.
Yeah.
I think we like told him the F word and like told him to say it, and I think he said it really loud and like got sent to the principal's
That's
office.
hilarious.
So
I
yeah,
think I remember that.
yeah. I don't remember who exactly told him, but yeah, I remember that. That was classic.
That's funny.
So yeah, I mean, there's been some mean moments.
Yeah, it's a pretty good topic.
Yeah, you got any other ones to throw in there?
I don't know. Have you done anything mean recently? I'm trying to think of something I've done like recently.
Like sometimes when I'll be like tired and get in a bad mood and just be really selfish. Like
yeah.
when I'm tired, like I really don't enjoy music that much. And when like I'm tired, like Hope will like play the piano, and I'll just get really mad and yell at her.
Yeah.
And just there's no reason to yell at her for playing the piano. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you know, I do. That's mean. That's not. It's not nice.
Sometimes I say stuff jokingly that comes off pretty mean.
Yeah, I feel like you know, Shaddy, who's been on the show, Shaddy, I feel like I'll say really like mean, like racist but jokingly racist things to him, and like he like won't laugh. He'll just like look at me, and I'll be like, oh crap, I'm sorry, that was really mean. Like I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
So like
that
Shaddy,
happens to me a lot. Too.
Yeah, Shaddy, I apologize a lot too, because I feel like I hurt his feelings a lot.
That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, we're all mean. I think everyone's mean. Everyone in the world, but
we're not good people.
No one is really. But if you got no other mean things, that's gonna be the show.
All right.
I think that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, tweet it, post it on Facebook. You know, post it on your MySpace page. Post it anywhere. Post it on your tout it out or do something. Share it with your friends. That's how the word gets out. Buy our shirts. We have shirts on Zazzle.com. I'm going to put the full link in the description. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at Uncle Paige. Noah's at Noah Aiden42. Thank you for listening. Give us some music, Noah.
Trying to